Hey, hope you're doing amazing. Jay Martin here. Whether you've read the book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene or not, this will be a great one for you. And I'll be giving you a bonus law with some great insights, so stick to the end, this won't be a boring video. And let's just jump into law number 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Always being in arm's reach for people makes your price go down. And here's a clip from Illucertus because his video explains it best.
Why do I not see you more often? The dervish replied, because the words, why have you not been to see me, are sweeter to my ear than the words, why have you come again? Give people time to miss you by robbing them of your presence. It's when we lose something that we discover how valuable it had been to us. On your return, you will be appreciated all the more.
Alright, that one was a big one for me, and by the way, I'll provide a link in the description where you can watch the full video of that clip, so if you want, by the end of the video, feel free to check it out. Now, law number 16 is a big one for me because my life's thesis is the 51-49 principle. It's to always care more about the end consumer than I do to myself. And I'm very cool with disproportionately serving others without any expectations. That's just how I operate. But now there's a caveat. It won't be to an extent in certain areas of my life where it's not productive of my time. So next up is law number 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. So this law in particular I think is really important, especially when you're handling other people. So basically, no matter how smart you are or whatever you may be entitled to, it's important to know that we all, as human beings, are social creatures and you shouldn't alienate yourselves from others. You like people who like you, who are like you. So think as you may, but behave like others. Now that's a good one. Match people's energy. Speak with their language. Use their lingo. Chances are you've met several people that tend to use the same set of words. Identify and incorporate their reoccurring word choices into your sentence and find common grounds. And even envious people will drop their preconceived notions about you. And the reason for that is there's something truly strange in the way that humans think. And one of the most universal ways that we think, if you think of the operating systems that you have from birth, the thing that's innate in all of us is a desire to feel good about ourselves. And all the big disconnects in your life when you get into a really huge fight with somebody or you said something to somebody and they reacted really grandly and you can't put a finger on it, like, what is going on here? Their reaction is so out of proportion with what just happened. I promise you, in that exchange, somehow, some way, intentional or otherwise, you've triggered an insecurity in that person, and when you trigger that insecurity, something attacks the fundamental beliefs that that person has about themselves. And again, 99 times out of 100, that wasn't your intention, but that's what's happened. And their body goes into protective mechanism. It's called the psychological immunity system. I'll leave that term in the description as well so you won't forget, and you may check that out on Google. It's actually a pretty well researched and powerful concept that you guys will want to have at least a base understanding, and yeah, very powerful and you can apply it. Nothing you'll learn from any teacher or school. So the third law we're going to be talking about is law number 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Change is imperative, but human beings love the comfort familiarity provides. One of the biggest fears are the fear of failure and the fear of the unknown. So disorder and disruption is naturally undesirable to us. We don't like it when something new or something unexpected comes into our usual habits in our everyday life. Like, hey, that isn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? As Tony Robbins says, your mind or the human brain is a 2 million-year-old device and it's not designed to make us happy. It's designed to make you survive. And that's why it's always looking for what's wrong. It used to be what's wrong was a tiger coming after us in the jungle. Now people are worried about what other people are thinking about them. So back to law number 45, when it comes to influencing peers, family members, and other people, change things gradually, one step at a time, dragging everyone else voluntarily with you. So change in small incremental levels and build it over a long period of time, allowing everyone else to adjust in a comfortable pace. So I want to tell you a funny but true statement and some advice after, but before, I used to always wanted to change certain friends. Like, hey buddy, I see what you're doing, stop doing that, and do this instead, it might help you. Even if it's as simple as, hey, just walk more, quit being lazy. But then you still see that same person doing the same things again. So yeah, sometimes it's rough, but no one's obligated to like you or follow you. Lend a helping hand as much as you can, but don't try to teach a pig how to fly. Cause one, you can't do it, and two, it bothers the pig. And here's some advice as a friend. Doesn't necessarily relate to the video, but I really truly wished somebody told me this. I think it's worth mentioning because I want the best for you, and it could potentially lead you to a much, much happier life. But recognize that your calling and your purpose can change. That it can change. The destination may be the same, the end goal may be the same, but the purpose or the motivation can be for a different reason. That's actually really deep. Maybe it won't get you instantly, but if you let that thought linger in your subconscious, it'll really make sense in the future. So allow yourself to evolve. Allow your purpose to evolve. So here's an extra law for you that I promised, and it's law number 40. Despise the free lunch. I'll start this last and final one with a quote. Chase what you want, but don't take what you can get. What is often offered for free is dangerous, and usually involves either a trick or a hidden obligation. Chase what you want, but don't take what you can get. Alright guys, that was a quick one, but I really do hope you've appreciated it. If you want to see more videos like this where I basically take some insights in books for you so you don't have to read them, let me know down in the comments if you appreciate it, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Please let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. I'd always like to know. And I'll be sure to reply to all of your comments as much as I can. I hope you have an amazing day. Spread some positivity, okay? Peace and love.
All or nothing! Fight it out!